All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome. We got the RLZ live stream coming up here. We're gonna do some live back testing. You know, guys, the best way to learn how to trade is to watch someone who knows how to trade back test, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. It's definitely the best way to learn how to trade. Okay, and if you're new here, my name is Jonathan Randin, and I'm a professional trader, a crypto and forex trader, mostly forex. I started out with crypto, but I transitioned over into the forex market. I'm mostly trading forex at this point. I'm also working full-time for Defivers, and I'm also funded with Defivers prop firm with a 160K account. And I also have some accounts with other firms that I'm not gonna mention. So I've been trading for 7 years. I've been developing a multiple trading system. One of those are the RLZ method, which we are going to go through in this webinar as well. If you want more live streams like this, you want more personalized mentorship or personalized guidance and help, you can check out the link in the description below to join the RLZ exclusive. This is actually a live stream that I usually do privately for the RLZ exclusive membership, but sometimes maybe once a week or so I'll open it up on publicly on YouTube as well, so you can kind of see what the content is and what I'm doing and how transparent I am with everything that we're doing here. So as you guys know, if you're familiar with what I'm doing here, I am testing what I like to call the Henry system, which is not called the Henry system, but I call it the Henry system. I don't have a name for it, but that's just what we're gonna call it, okay? Because of Henry, which is a student of mine. Let me see if I can bring up the browser. Do we have the browser anywhere? Yep. Okay, that's the this is the backtesting template, right? And this is available for everyone in the RLZ trading community. So I have two tiers of the community. One free, which you know, you'll get a lot of content in there. You get trade setups as well. Not every trade setup, but you do get trade setups. You get breakout, and I can help you out as well in the in that community. You will also get access to this backtesting template here as well, completely free. You can just go to the link, check it out, join. And I hope to see as many of you in there as possible. I love coffee. Okay, so currently we're testing this system, and right now we have 52 trades. We have a 78.8% win rate right here, and as you can see, this? You can't for some reason. We got 78.8% win rate. We got a cumulative R of 11.3. We got 52 trades. Not really a big number, but we can clearly see here that it's profitable. It's profitable, right? But also, I feel like there's not a lot of trades. I've tested, what's up, Henry? Welcome. Well, I've tested EURUSD. I've tested the USD JPY, GBP USD, and Euro NCD as well. Now I'm testing EuroCAD. You can see USD JPY actually had a 100% win rate, so that is obviously quite impressive. Now I am using a negative risk reward, though, so even though I have a high win rate, the profit on the winning trades are not big. It's just 0.5 R, which is very small. So you might look at the win rate and it's like, 78.8, that's very impressive. Yes, it kind of is, but the average winner is smaller than the losers, so it's going to even itself out. So what I want to do now is I want to go through EuroCAD and test some trades on EuroCAD. I've already done, I think, 3 trades on this year, and I'm going to go and back test rest of the year that I haven't done from June. As you can see here, I got June. I'll be testing that all the way to current date. You see here, I did take a short here. That short is based on, and let me explain what I'm doing here. Okay, it's quite simple. We have an uptrend here. This uptrend comes into now the highs and lows are not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just looking at the overall structure here. We got the highs and lows. something like this. And then here we have a change of structure, right? And that change of structure, I'm anticipating that move, right? So this is the move that I anticipated, because we had a 4-hour uptrend leading into a high time frame level on 4-hour, and then we started seeing signs of a break of structure, and that was my trade. Now obviously this got stopped out, and that's just what's going to happen sometime. But you can see that the daily trend, the 4-hour trend here came up to high time frame level, it broke out, and that's the rest is history, as they say. So now we have a level up here. So we're going to see, do we have perhaps a move up into that region and a 4-hour reversal at that level? Let's see what we get. We do hit the level. Here is a top formation, but we're straight down into support. One tip that I would like to give you guys is all the trades that you're taking in backtesting, make a separate folder for that, move it in there, and then remove it to make sure that you always start with a clean perspective. So now we have a top formation, but I don't like it, you know, I don't like it. Now we look at the daily. This now looks different. Do I like this on a daily? No. The reason why there's few trades is because sometimes the market structure is not going to give us what we want, basically. And now I see prices right at, you know, this support area. I probably don't want to short that. Moving on. Now we have, I believe, a downtrend here on the 4-hour. I'm just going to continue here to see if we can get a reversal pattern here. That's a good reversal pattern. That's exactly what we're looking for, right? Now let's see, is that happening on a daily level? Double here. Good. Yeah, I think that's daily support right there. That's a valid signal. So the idea here would be to go long on the retest of the breakout level, or the last high pre-break, stops below the low of the structure that created this signal, and then TP looks to be around top of that move, and we get stopped out on that one as well. So right now EURAD seems to be one of the most worst performer of this testing phase. The trade happened on the 24th of June at 1900. 419 EURAD. It's a 1-hour loss. I have 3 losses in a row right here. That's obviously that's a pretty big drawdown. Actually, that's the biggest drawdown that I've experienced with the system in this testing. So EURAD obviously not the best. Well, let's continue. Let's see if we can find another bottom formation. And I gotta say, I like that one. I like this one right here. So we're gonna take a new trade here. Run the last high pre-break right there. Stops below the structure that created the signal. And we're gonna TP at half an hour. That's our winner. Go back to the backtesting template. That happened on the 27th of June. What time? 1500. EURAD 2.5. So let's assume I'm only trading CAD here, EURAD. And looking at the numbers here, you can clearly see that we're down. So we're plus half an hour and then -1, which means we're down half an hour. And then now we're down 1.5, 2.5 plus 5 means we're down 2. So we're down 2R, which means with this risk to reward ratio of the system, we're down 2R, which means we have to have 4 winners to make that back. So you can already see that even though you're looking at the statistics and everything is quite impressive, you have to think about trading is not only about the win rate, it's about the win rate and the risk to reward and how they're working together. And another very important aspect of creating a system like this is looking at your average winner versus your average loser, how big they are, compare them to each other, and also look at what's your max drawdown, because your max drawdown of the system will determine the risk you can take. So let's assume that the max drawdown from peak to bottom is, let's say 5R, or let's say 10, let's say 10R, which I don't think we're going to get to that number here, but let's say 10R. And let's say you're trading a prop firm and your stop loss level, the level at which you will lose the account, is 10%. So you're starting at 0, taking your first trade, and let's just assume that you have a drawdown. You start that drawdown right away with a 10R drawdown. It doesn't mean you have 10 losses in a row with 1R loss. It just means that the sequence of trades that you're taking leads to a 10R drawdown, however that sequence looks, right? Could be winner, loser, winner, loser, 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 winner, loser, whatever. That max drawdown determines your risk. If you risk 1% per trade, then that loss of 10R will be 10%, which means you'll lose the account. So in that case, if your max drawdown is 10, then I would just double that to 20, and then you divide your risk per trade based on 20, which means in this case, you will be risking 0.5% on each trade, so that the 10R max drawdown becomes a 5% loss, which is only 50% to your max loss. And by that, if 10R truly is your max drawdown, then you will never reach the max loss of the account. So the combination with win rate, risk to reward of the system, and the max drawdown of your system determines the profitability of the system. The strength, I believe, in this system is the fact that the win rate is high. Usually when you have a high win rate, you have a low max drawdown, which means even though the profit in terms of R isn't huge, the profit in relationship with the risk I'm taking, and this is called the risk-adjusted returns, is quite good. So if my max drawdown is 3R, and I'm able to make 1 or 2R in a month, and then long term I'll be able to make more. The fact that I'm only at the very max risking 3R is nothing, right? That means I can risk, in some cases even 2% on a trade. So a 1R month for me would then mean I'm up 2%. A 2R winning month, which is not great, not huge, but that would be 4%, which is obviously, that's quite good. Making 4% on a funded account. Let's say you have, a 200K funded account, you make 4% in a month, but only 2R. That in the end, it's going to be quite a lot of money. So when developing a system, you have to think about this. You can't only look at the win rate. And you know what? Experiment with a negative risk to reward ratio, and you'll understand how important that relationship really is. Okay, enough of that. Let's continue with what we were doing here. Okay, that's the trade. Now I kind of expect I guess I just expect a move. I don't really care what happens. Ooh, look at the gap up. Wow, crazy. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wait till we have a top or bottom formation. And basically, when I find it, I will explain to you what it is, what it looks like, and why I like it. Again, let's move that trade into the right folder. Remove it, remove the level. want to start with a clean chart. This is not exactly what my chart will look like when I'm trading, but I want to make sure that I don't want to be wasting time here. So it's not, I can't be spending, you know, weeks and months on this. I need to speed up the process. Okay, so now we have what I believe is some type of breakout structure. So go out to the daily, and I want this to happen at resistance, obviously. And we can all agree that this is sort of some type of resistance, right? Price comes up, resistance. Now, I want to see a move lower. And on the 4 hour, it looks like we have a clear uptrend here. And then up here, something is happening. We have a change of structure. Right? And I'm looking for that move. So this, I view that as a potential top formation at high time frame resistance. And I'm just going to put my orders here on the last low pre-break. Stops above the structure that created the entry trigger. And then TP at 0.53R. Why 53 and not 50? Because that 0.03 is the commissions. And there we go. We got stopped out. We did not get filled here, and we probably wouldn't have gotten filled here in the live markets anyway. But if we would have gotten filled here, then this would have been a winning trade. What if I put it on that one? Yeah, we would not have been filled on this one either. So we got another loser on EURAD. So right now EURAD looks terrible in terms of, I mean, USDJPY, we had a 100% win rate. But EURAD, not looking good. Not looking good. Okay, so that's the 31st of July, 1900. Got EURAD. And this is why it's so important to really get a good number of trades in. What's up, guys? What's up, Zach? Got Kamala Zone. What's up, guys? If you have any questions on anything that I'm covering here today, just let me know. Let me know. So this is why it's so important to get a high number of trades in, because you see right here we got 55 trades right now, and the win rate is high. But what if we have 200 trades, and what if the win rate goes down to 60 with 200 trades? Well, that would actually show us that we either need to make some changes to adopt it, and that could be we could be going into looking at the different pairs and basically is remove the ones that are not profitable. Now look at this. The average R for EURAD is negative. EURAD for 2024 was not profitable trading this system. If that, yeah, Henry, exactly. What I can do is a great question here from Henry. And basically what you're talking about is front running the levels, right? Should I be front running the levels? Yeah, that's a great idea. It really is a great idea, and that's usually what I'm doing. But sometimes it's just there needs to be more front running. But that's usually what I do. And what I try to do in backtesting is I try to really put myself in the mind of me live trading and really say, like, how would I trade this live? Because a lot of times you'll see, like, if you're on the daily, you know what the price is, and then you go to the 4 hour and you know that, okay, price is going to go down. So like it's difficult because backtesting is easy. Being a profitable backtester is easy business, but to be able to make it, you know, in live, yeah, that's difficult. We can also look at the week of the year, which one has been most profitable or not. And obviously we have to, I think the most important thing is looking at which pairs are profitable and which are not profitable, and then we remove the ones that are not profitable, and then we continue to see if we can add you know, only trade profitable ones. But then, you know, of course you have to actually go back and do the same type of testing on other time periods, basically other years. So I think, you know, I'm going to do 2024 and then I'll do 2022 and then I'll go back and I'll do 2020 just to get a big sample size. Well, let's continue here, and then when we're done with that, we're gonna start trading the we're gonna start testing the slingshot indicator. That's gonna be a good one. As the slingshot indicator is available for every RLZ exclusive members as well. So I'm gonna try to do this quickly because I really wanna show you the RLZ, the slingshot indicator, and how I'm testing that one. Yeah, we did not get filled, but you know what? This would not have been a loser. You know what? This would not have been a loser because the fact that I did not get filled here and then hit my TP, I would have removed my orders. So I got to adjust that. That would not have even been an entry for me. So I have to go in and I have to actually remove that one. Okay. Move on. Yeah, that would be amazing. Just imagine if you can just trade live as you would with backtesting. That would just be amazing. Just go back. Oh, I don't like that candle. Let's go back. Well, you know, I don't like waiting. Now this is interesting though. If we have a bottom formation here, no, it's not going to be the trade I'm looking at. Well, actually, it's a break and retest here. So this might actually be a trade. It would have been a trade, and this is actually good bottom formation because you have a break and retest on the daily. You're trading with the daily trend. You have a break and retest on the daily. It's support. This would have been the trade, right? And you could have seen that I would have easily been able to get filled here if prices went a little bit lower, but it obviously didn't happen. And sometimes that's just what we get. It's a bit different way of trading this as I would normally trade, you know, with the trend following system that is the RLZ method or the RLZ slingshot. But it's been a very interesting learning experience to trade way differently. I think we should all try that from time to time. Try something very different, and we gotta be creative. I was out on a walk this morning. I listened to Brett Steenberger, the trading psychologist, works with S&P Capital. 100% recommend reading his book, Googling his name. I'm gonna try to get him on the live trading show with the Fivers. So after we're done with this, you know, the bootcamp week that we're planning on the Fivers live stream, I'm gonna see if I can invite him on. Talk a little bit about trading psychology. I mean, this is just ridiculous price action. So EURAD is in a daily, I would say it's a daily range, and we're hitting that support here. So if we have a bottom formation here on the 4 hour, I think we can take a trade. Actually, this is it. I think this would actually be it because you have a double bottom here. If you go to the 1 hour, you will see that this is double bottom, right? That's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So we're gonna take a trade here on that one. I think I'm just gonna place my orders right below current price, right here, and then stops go below the wick, and then TP at 0.53. And holy shit, I got stopped out on that one as well. This is insane. And then we have that top formation right here. Okay, so EURAD is definitely not what EURAD is showing. Very different characteristics to the other markets. So maybe this is a sign that I should not be trading EURAD. The statistics for EURAD is just absolutely terrible. It's bringing down the win rate significantly. You can look at the win, you know, the results here. Look at the win tab. We got win, win, win. Almost every trade on EURUSD was a win. Then we have a losing period and win, 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 win. And then here's EURAD. It's just completely destroying the statistics. It's now on September, so we will have probably a few more. We're at October now, so we have We're coming up to current date. On the daily, we're at support here on the daily. Could have actually taken a trade here, but we would not have been filled there. Okay, so that would actually have been probably been a trade, but I just don't like it. You know what? Fuck it. I mean, okay, I'm not even gonna continue testing this, and I think we're at current price right now. Okay, so EURAD is terrible. Now let's go over to the fun part. I'm not sure if that was a news. I saw that you retracted that message. Okay, let's go over to the fun part. Now we're going to be testing the RL Slingshot. I haven't been tested that in a very long time, and I want to try a new approach. You know, when I listened to that podcast or that interview with Brett Steenberger this morning on my walk, he talked about he talked about the 6 things that all elite traders have in common, and one of those things were being like being creative, trying new things, and constantly doing research and development. And that's exactly what we're doing here, right? I think this is super important. This really is the things that you have to do. So we're going to be testing many different pairs for RLC Slingshot, I believe. Begin with Euro USD. I think you know what? Nah, I don't want to do Euro USD. I want to start with Euro NCD, because Euro USD I know that it's just terrible. But Euro NCD I like. So I want to start off with something I like. Okay, so I'm gonna rename this one. Can I rename this? Okay, so let's rename it. Didn't I make a copy though? I'm gonna we're gonna make a copy of that one, and we're gonna name it RLZ Slingshot Testing 2024. This is the new layout that we're gonna be using, and then I'm gonna be copying this one. No, I removed it. Why? We're gonna copy that one, and then we're gonna move it over to the RLZ Slingshot Testing. And we also have to make a new backtesting template. So for that, I will go to File, and then I'll make a copy, and I'll write RLZ Slingshot Testing 2024. Make a copy. Move everything here. Make sure it's clean. Perfect. Now I want to add. I'm gonna add a window. I don't know. Can I maybe add it here? Stats. No, I'm gonna have the stats in here. Okay. Yeah, let's start this. So first, I want to go into settings, and I want to make sure that I have the best settings, and I have settings that I want to be using throughout the whole backtesting template. Now remember, this indicator that I'm going to about to show you, it's not only it's a full trading system. I would say it's an incredibly powerful indicator that I've been developed with the help of multiple people throughout the years. I've been developing this, I believe, for 5 years now. I had an idea 5 years ago, and I'm like, what if I can take my system and create signals out of that system? And I believe I created something very powerful here, and I'm going to demonstrate hopefully how powerful this is. And the way I'm using the indicator doesn't have to be the same way that you're using the indicator. When you get access to the RLZ Slingshot or the RLZ exclusive community, you get access to the RLZ Slingshot indicator. You will also get access to okay, it says can't be able to join trading floor access. That's weird. Let me know. You can send an email to I'll write in the email in the comments, and you can send it to Jonathan@rlztrading.com if you have any concerns with entering the community. I did see that there's been some issues with joining. If you go to WAP, you can also join WAP, and I have a help desk, a support desk, and a free chat where you can get help on getting access to the community. If I see that more than one person has problems with this, I will reach out to WAP directly and make sure that we do get everyone access to the community. And you need to get into the free part. You don't have to go into the RLZ exclusive part. If you want to try it out, you want to see what's up, you can go into the free part. But with the RLZ exclusive, you gain access to this indicator and a course where I go through the whole indicator. And not only do you get a course on the indicator, you get a course that previously was valued at $5,000, a course where I explain the whole idea of the RLZ method, the trading system that is used to build this indicator. So there's immense value in that membership, and I do highly recommend that you check it out. And speaking of that, I do believe that there's a 20% discount code in the description of this live stream. So I'm not going to go over exactly how it works, because there's a full course on how that works, But I just want to make sure that I am using the same, the right settings for this testing. Use high time frame trend. And the way I'm going to use this is I've set out automated alerts. So I'll get alerts, and I can show you this as well. I get alerts right into the Discord. You can see right here, here's all the alerts. So the idea is to, I get alerts, I click on the thumbnail to see if it's a good trade or not. And if it's a good trade, then I'm simply just going to take the trade. And I don't really have to go into trading view and complicate things. I can only look at these signals and see if it's a good trade or not. So let's actually look at, let's start doing the actual testing. Okay, show stop loss and TP levels. Are we going to use the high time frame trend? We're not going to use the high time frame trend here. We're not going to use signals above, below high time frame EMA. Do we want to show stop loss and TP levels? No, I don't. I want to mark out the stop loss and TP levels myself. Okay, so use FTS, we don't have to use that. Stop loss type, we don't have to use that. Fibonacci placement, we don't really need the Fibonacci placement either. Only use strong signals. Pin bars using trend, using engulfing. Momentum signals as well. We're going to be using the stochastics filter, and I'm making sure that it's a very large window that I'm using. Okay, so I think this might be good. Okay, so now what I want to be doing is Let's begin. Going to January 2021, and we're going to be focused on the 4-hour time frame where the magic happens. Now see, you have, oh, why is that? Why don't we have the strong signals? Oh, that's because I didn't select the Fibonacci placement. If I select the Fibonacci placement, we should have only the strong signals. Yep, there we go. Now, the idea here with the RSS Slingshot is to identify good entries in trending markets. If there's no trending market, there's simply no trade, which makes it quite simple to test. Because all we do is we wait for a market to start trending. And then we're just gonna try out every signal. And this just makes it so easy to backtest because you're simply just gonna wait for the signals to appear. This is not a good short signal because you see that you have a downtrend here and then you have a possible reversal here. So why would you want to short this reversal? So the indicator is not automatic. You can automate your trading with the indicator, but you can find really good entries. And it's, with the, of course, did I just remove the indicator? I did. So the idea is, price action is fractal, which means this indicator, I'm using it on the 4-hour because I don't have time to be trading the 1 hour or the 5 minute or the 50 minute. I don't have the time. I wish I did, but I don't have the time. Maybe I do. Maybe I do have the time. God damn it, man. I gotta consistency. I gotta be consistent. Like I think about it and I'm like, huh. That's one of my problems. One of my problems is I'm impulsive. I'm a lot of times not very consistent. So like I just told you guys like, oh, I don't have the time to be trading the 1 hour, and then I'm like, maybe I do. And now I'm like, I gotta try. I need to try that. So yeah, I will try that. But first I will test this. There we go. That is a nice long signal. Okay, that's a nice long signal because we have a downtrend and then a break of structure right here. And then right there we have a long signal. So even if this is the even if this is a stop loss, stop out is what I'm trying to say, it's still a very good signal. Because you can see the confluence here as well. So how would I be trading this? So first, now that we have a signal here, I want to go to the daily because I want to make sure that that's going to be a stop out. But I want to make sure that I do have I'm trading with the trend here. Let's add that level on the daily as well, and we go back to the 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is obviously a very good signal. Now I know that this is going to be a stop out because I just saw what the daily candle is going to do, and but we still have to take this trade. We still have to take this trade, and that weekly open is just perfect. So I'm just going to put it here and then down here, and this is going to be a 0.61 R trade, and it's actually, it goes down and hits that trend line. So what I'm doing now is at this point I'm going to move my stops here. Yeah, Zach, I mean, the plan is, of course, for all of us to be able to get out of our 9 to 5. Now, of course, I'm also like, I do a lot of different things, and I think I could be trading as full time, but I really like doing content. I really like having the community. I really like working for the Fivers and doing content for other companies and everything. So for me personally, I'm probably going to continue doing what I'm doing, but I absolutely understand what you're saying when you want to get out of your 9 to 5 job, because that's what trading enabled me to do. Before doing what I'm doing now, I was in healthcare, and I'd love helping people, but I just hate the whole idea of having to be a slave for someone else for the rest of my life and then get a pension. That's not really nothing. I mean, it's just it's a big scam, man. So this system will not, like, I'm not trying to sell a dream here. This system will not take you out of your 9 to 5, but it did to me, right? But that means it doesn't have to work for you. How to reduce self-doubt. Yeah, you're also saying that trading has not been working out. Okay, so I actually think that one of the best ways to actually reduce self-doubt is to do exactly what I'm doing right now. Imagine that you're working for a company and your job is to travel around the world and do presentation, like live speaking in front of a big audience. That's your job, right? And you're doubtful of your abilities to do something like that. But after your first presentation, people come up to you and say, like, that was really, really good. And then you do the next one and people love you, and you know, the company and management comes to you and say, like, you're really doing a good job. And then the next one, they can show you that the company is actually doing good. They're making money because of the way that you're presenting yourself during the presentations. And that, of course, will remove the self-doubt, right? The fact that you're getting validation for the work that you're doing, and you're looking at the stats and seeing what I'm doing is actually working. And that's what I'm doing right here. I'm because we as traders, no one is ever going to come and help you. Like, no one's going to save you, right? No one's going to be like, tap you in the back and be like, hey, you're a good trader, it's going to be all right. Like, no one's coming for you. Like, it's just you. It's just the sad reality of being a trader is it's only you, and no one gives a fuck about you. Like, the market does not care about your emotions. That's just the reality of this, right? So what you have to do is you have to be that person, and you have to be the one doing the research and the development to confirm that what you're doing is actually working, okay? And that's what I'm doing right here. I'm building a system. Well, I've already built this system, but now I'm going to show you the statistics, and I'm going to show it to you together with you guys. That came out wrong, but you know what I'm saying. So build a database of statistics so that you can prove to yourself that you know what you're doing before you start trading. Now, you're also saying that trading has not been going well for some time. Take a break, man. Take a break and gather some statistics. Take a break. There's no point in continuing to trade if you feel like you're not a good trader. If you feel like your process is you're not improving your process, then there's no point in continuing. Take a step back, take a break for a week or two, or maybe even a month, and just focus on education and system development. And then come back when you have proof of what you're doing is working. Without that proof, you're never going to be able to have the confidence needed to be a profitable trader. To be a profitable trader, you need to be able to have the confidence in your system and in your abilities to follow the system, even when it's not going well. If it's not going well and you don't know if you're not 100% sure that the system is profitable, yeah, good luck. Yeah, if you can secure an online remote job, that would be amazing. I think that would be a really cool thing to be able to, working from home, that's what I do. Like, I have my home office. This is what we see right here. Like, it might look beautiful in the background behind me, like all black, but if I pan the camera around you, it's a fucking basement. I got like plumbing here. Like, if someone uses the toilet upstairs, we're gonna hear that shit. Like, we're gonna hear it. This is not a glamorous place. I'm working from home. I love it though. I love it. But yeah, I'm using TradingView. Let's continue. Okay, I'm stopped out right there. So now I'm stopped out, and we can try to just get a general idea of what the returns of this would be. So that's a -5, minus 0.75, so -6. I'm just gonna say minus 0.6 on this one. And I'm not gonna be tracking anything specific here. We're just gonna go in and we're gonna do the, say, time here. We're gonna go in and we're gonna do the date. Date is 5th of February 2300. Really? No, January should be, no, February, okay. 5th 23. There is Euro NCD, and we have a 0.6 R loss on Euro NCD. And I'm not going to be tracking anything specific here. It would be, of course, a good idea to be tracking different things, and you can do that here with the Confluence tracker. You can track, for example, what's the entry trigger and all that, but I'm just going to go with the signals and have a bit of a discretionary approach here with management. Let me just I have a meeting coming up, so I got to make sure that I don't miss out on that one. So it was coming up in 10 minutes. It's coming up in 10 minutes, that one. So we got 10 minutes before I have the meeting. Okay, let's continue. Short signal, almost printed the short signal. Not good though, not a good. And when I'm testing this, I don't really have to move my trades into a folder, because I don't need a. It doesn't need to be clean, because I'm just going on the signals anyway. And if you hear a weird sound in the background, that's me pressing the arrow key on the keyboard. Wow. Massive, crazy price action right here. And there's just nothing. What is going on? We don't have any, not getting any signals. This is the thing though, that should have been a signal. That should have been a signal. Why is that not a signal? Too big? Is it something with stochastics? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna use the stochastics filter. See if this comes a signal. We have more signals now without the stochastics filter. Of course, but maybe not as good, but I know which ones are good. That's not a signal for some reason. Okay, we have a long signal here. Go back to that one. Is this a good long signal? I don't think it is. And we go to the daily and we see that it's right at daily resistance. Yeah, this is not a good long signal. Another one. We're at resistance though, so we have to break this trend. Now we can start looking for shorts. That's a good signal. That is a good signal right there. And I don't care if it's, you know, below the I don't care it's above the 0.618. That's still a that's a very good signal. It's a very good break-in retest, and you can clearly see how. And this is, guys, like, this is the beauty of this indicator. Can you see what I'm saying here? Like, I'm not saying this to like tell you like you have to buy it, because that's not what this is about. This is about showing you how clean it can give you signs of like a break of structure, then actually give you signal on the break and retest. So what you have here is range, right? So you have an uptrend into a range, break, retest, and on that retest, you're getting the signal. Some of these signals are just beautiful. So I would probably just, yeah, I would just enter on that one because it has just such a beautiful signal. Stops would be all the way up here. And TP, I would TP here to front run this level. That's the level that I want to front run. And then we have another short signal here, and that's TP. Okay, so that's, and this is a major difference between how I traded or how I backtested this last year. So I tried to do major backtesting every year. Last year, when I tested this, I would always TP at the FTA, which is down here. I would always TP at the FTA, which a lot of times worked out well, but I want to see what happens, and I think I can actually have I should probably have a tighter stop loss here, up here. So I want to see what happens if I TP at the true FTA, which I believe is the FTA here. This is a 1.3R. Still very, very profitable. And I know that through backtesting, this indicator with the signals, with taking the right signals, has above 60% win rate, which gives a lot of room to play around with the risk to reward ratio. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. I think it's going to be, I think there's a possibility that this is going to be insanely profitable with what I've learned from. So what I basically, the idea, why I'm going back to testing the Slingshot indicator is I've learned a lot from the negative risk to reward approach. I've learned quite a lot from that, and I'm taking that knowledge into this because the plan is, and I'm thinking I'm so close, like I'm so incredibly close to reaching that goal, to have two reliable swing trading systems to trade parallel to each other. Because I have this problem that once the market enters a phase where I'm not getting a lot of signals, I very easily go on tilt. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've taken 4 trades this month, like 20 last month. 4 trades, no, not 20, like 15 maybe, but only 4 trades this month, which is not a lot of trades. And I feel like I'm getting the urge to trade. I want to trade, and the market is not providing me any signals. So that's when I usually go on tilt, and it ends very badly a lot of times. Now, if I'm able to trade 2 systems parallel to each other, I might have taken 10 trades this month, which that's the goal. And that's a goal that I've been trying to reach for years and years and years. And I finally feel like I'm slowly but surely getting there with this. But who knows? Let's see what we get. So the signal came in on April 11, 7 in the morning. What was the profit of this one? 1.3. You see now, instead of looking for trades that has to be 0.5R, we can take trades that are 0.4, 0.5, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter. We're only going to look for that like entry signal, and then where's the closest level to TP. And I think that's what I'm missing. You know, that's really not what I'm missing, but that's how I want to be trading. Let's continue. We're going to be looking for a short signal. Now, to be fair, this is actually a good signal. Yeah, I'm not forgetting my meeting. It's in okay, in 30 seconds I'm going to have to close this one out. Okay, so now we'll look at this one. And we're gonna get a short signal here, and we have to ask ourselves: is this Is this a good signal? I think it's a pretty good signal, but we have to go back to the daily. We have to look at this. What we have here is actually a pretty decent daily support, and we're now in a daily uptrend. So if you go to the 4-hour, this short was a good short because it had very clear trend. Lower highs and lower lows were breaking retest, but now we're getting a short signal here with equal lows at a daily support area. This is not a trade. This is not a good trade. And as you can see, that was the low of that trend. And that's what we have to... Okay, guys, I gotta go. I got the meeting. If you have any questions on anything at all that you need help with in trading, make sure that you go to the WAP page. There's a link in the description below. You can join the community for free. If you want access to this indicator, however, on all the courses that I have within the community, you have a chance of getting that right now with a code called 25forever. Okay, guys, gotta go. Take care. See you guys in the next one. I'll be back tomorrow for another live stream. Check out the YouTube channel and you'll see the time for that. All right, take care.